Last time on the Outsiders Social Club podcast.
Did Ron die?
Ron's dead, yes.
Yeah, like what happened, Ron?
Now, pizza rolls came up in conversation, and then,
Yeah, he went to go make some.
And now for the thrilling conclusion of the Outsiders Social Club.
I have another bag of chips to tell.
Oh shit! So do I.
Oh my god!
Oh, look at this.
So
we got
the
stuff.
the Cubano ones were a hit. You like those, right?
Those were good.
Is that
Those were good.
BLT?
This is a BLT sandwich.
Oh, it's gonna be salty. That's gonna be salty.
It's going to be salty, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get a little
Much like this
crazy.
podcast, always salty.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, sniff test.
Sniff test. First note that you smell heavily is tomato. It's a little off-putting, and then it's like you get a little of the
It
bacon.
airs
in there.
out a little bit. Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous about this one. Just like I was with the Cubano.
We're all waiting intently.
You need to get louder for a nice little louder crunch.
I gotta say, I did not like that first one.
Uh-oh.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good crunch. I can see in Hash's eyes. He doesn't like it.
It's gonna be a phobe.
Yeah, it's like his third, chip, and he still hasn't decided. So it didn't hit him right away.
No.
He's still deciding.
No, this is much worse than the Cubano.
Much worse? Like much, much worse?
Well, the Cubano, Sam, I would put that as like a 7 out of 10. Would recommend, right? It's not like top tier, nothing to knock out of the park. This one, I'm gonna put like maybe a 3 out of 10. Like,
That's a big drop.
Try it if you want it, but like it's a little sweet with the tomato element, right? And I don't like a sweet potato chip without a spicy element to it. You gotta have
A good spicy sweet, so good.
Yeah. The tomato option seems to be so easy to put into a chip compared to everything else. Like, because bad barbecue chips taste like tomato.
Yeah.
Bad spicy ketchup tastes like tomato. Bad BLT tastes like tomato. So the tomato flavoring it dries out well and it goes well into processed potatoes, which makes us sad for Lay's and Patandan and Basic American Foods and other places in the Pacific Northwest who have gigantic potato farms around other places that I don't live in and are also terrible. So yay us.
My kids like these things called pea snaps or harvest snaps. And
I've seen those. Yeah.
they're like a healthy alternative to chips. And actually, there's a lot of good flavor. There's a mango chili lime that's fantastic, nice, spicy, and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They have a tomato basil one, and it kind of tastes like spaghetti sauce, but in a good way. It's good, but like the mango chili lime, if you want to get a nice little spicy sweet treat, like Hashi was saying, get the mango chili lime pea snaps. It's made with black beans or whatever, so it's like healthy. I mean, it's definitely healthier than potato chips, but I will fucking smash a whole bag of that, no problem. But I also have a bag of chips for a little trying over here. And this is some of the basic white girl shit you could find. I don't know if anyone knows about Siete. Hash, you know about Siete?
I don't think so.
So Siete is like this grain-free product that is uber expensive. That's definitely an elitist brand, and I only buy this shit if it's on clearance. And the only reason why I know about this brand is because I was part of a marketing or MLM scheme for a long time with Arbonne. Does anyone know what Arbonne is?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I was a member of Arbonne for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I had like their skincare for like maybe a couple years, I want to say.
yeah, it's the like just elitist white women shit that I was a part of. The whole point of Arbonne is like to get you in this like healthy lifestyle, and like and grains are bad and these nuts are bad and like because like you don't. So one of the snacks that's approved on the Arbonne method is a Siete chip. So the only reason why I know about Siete is this, and it's a grain-free thing. It's made with avocado flour versus regular flour. And these are the Fuego.
Whoa.
Justin, I'm so high right now. I'm like having a heart. Like you're going through some information here.
These are the kettle cooked potato chips, and they're Fuego. So let's see how spicy these are.
Okay.
I'll
I wish I
wait
could,
patiently.
Right.
Let's all wait quietly.
A good crunch, but
Did Ron
spice coming, spice coming in the end a little bit.
Ron did die, so we need a new editor.
Is that
Anyone
spoiler
else
alert?
edit
Spoiler!
podcast? Yeah.
Yeah. Ron texted he's dead. And
Oh, I'm glad he let us know.
So, Hack, can we get your engineer to edit this podcast then with the sounders or no?
I can't guarantee anything.
I mean, it costs money to do your things, right? Shit. Who does it for free around here? Nobody except Ron. Ron, come back from the dead.
Overall, nice little spice to it. Not much. I wouldn't call this Fuego at all.
Yeah, chips are boring.
Has a little bit of heat, but overall, good, a solid chip. 6 out of 10, 6.5. Again, if it's on clearance, you guys see it in the clearance aisle. It was $1.84 a bag. Obviously not expensive at all. But
It's like
I'd recommend-
Trader Joe's type of product. Was that like where you found that?
I bought this at Giant, but they're definitely a Trader, like Wegmans heavy on this shit. If you go to Wegmans, like those like uppity brands where it's like $6 for a bag of chips anywhere,
It's not like Trader Joe's.
yeah, Trader Joe's is definitely a place that will sell these too. But again, it's avocado oil and it's vegan. If you know, for you vegan friends out there and the dozens of fans we have here.
You know, I have flip flops that are vegan too, so that's great.
Yeah, but have you tried them?
Yeah, but
I looked at them a lot. Yes, I was like, oh, it tastes like foot grease and yummy saltness.
Salty foot.
OnlyFans foot shots.
Oh.
Making money. Hashtag dollar
What's a
bills,
foot
y'all.
shot? What's a foot shot? Is that where you put your toe in a shot and then you take the
Oh
shot?
no, it's about the foot in the shot on the
It's
JPEG
literal.
on
literal.
the fans.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah,
But in the shot.
Only feet.
yeah. Only fans with feet. Yes. Amputees not apply.
There.
Oh,
All right, I'm gone. All right. Troy
There's a-
dropping the amputees. Get the fuck out of here! Like,
Wow.
There's
Jesus
a
Are you
massage
gonna
place.
drop the R word now?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Bingo.
I do love when people get together and hang out. And then there's a kid who hangs out with you who, you know, he didn't get math quite as good as you did. And you said, "Hey, young man, aren't you
bingo.
awesome?"
Did you guys see the Kansas City broadcast the other day, or was it yesterday?
What
The
broadcast?
Kansas
That
City
was the
broadcast?
Giants broadcast, wasn't it?
I think that was the Giants broadcast.
The announcer?
Was it Giants? Well, they were in Kansas City. Yeah.
Oh, it was a Royals game. Yeah.
It was in a Royals game. Yeah.
I don't know
The
that
dude
announcer.
pounding his chest and like agreeing like that he's like a brother essentially. I'm like, oh, dude, you need to be fired. What the fuck are you doing?
They both need to be fired. Like
He was
both-
only suspended, and it's like it's an apparent racial slur. I'm like, apparent? It's a fucking full blown racial slur. It's not apparent.
Justin,
It's all over the internet too. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's like
They said
it's out there so far.
Racial slur. Are those the words? They,
4 times in their press release, it was apparent. Used apparent
Yep.
4
Yep.
times.
I don't
I'm
even
like,
know,
apparent?
actually.
Listen
Oh
to
my
the
God,
clip. It's not apparent at all. It's
holy fuck.
It was
That's
just
too
like it was just like the
embarrassing.
Castellanos
So much
thing.
word.
Well, Cole, you're getting kind of quiet. You can just speak up or turn your microphone up or something.
wasn't that in Kansas City too? The Castellanos thing, or no, it was in Cincinnati.
Like,
That Central America part. It's all the same thing. They all say the same
Coley,
things.
go.
Huh?
Well, we still can't hear you because you've got, stuff going on.
You can't hear me?
Barely again.
It was the A's announcer.
Shit, can you hear
That's
me?
what Oakland A's. Yes, he has A's. Just San Francisco area, Bay Area.
Yeah, let's not say that the Giants announcer did that though. Just to be,
Hey, he was a Kuiper. There's Mel Kiper, then there's Glenn Kiper. Who knows who the hell which Kiper it is?
It's Glenn Kuiper. You're right.
But the bearded dude next to him that just like kept nodding in agreement about like what a great day they had, and that he never had a reaction. He never looked at him like, "Oh my God, did you just say that?" He was just like, "Yes, yes," and it's just like the both of them.
That dude,
it's like, how is that acceptable?
I think his mouth twitches a little bit. Like there's this.
I didn't notice that.
He goes like you can see that he's trying to be a good team member.
Right.
In that moment and not be like, whoa, but like.
It should be Mike Myers looking at Kanye West when Kanye says George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Whoa, what just happened?
Right? And Mike Myers goes,
yeah.
I think Hash is totally correct on watching that video. That dude is sitting there and he has an actual facial response.
You see it in his face. Yeah.
And the amazing thing is
hurts
that
him.
And he kind of just quickly washes over it and they go back. It's absolutely
he's just trying
bizarre.
to remain professional. Okay, I'll look at it again.
The professional thing to do would have been like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
I mean, that's technically not the professional thing to do.
No, I'm handling.
It's the ethical thing to do, maybe.
And the response is, "Yo, what the fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, you stood up to this," but the fact that you sat there and not in agreement to this guy,
no, it's a bad look.
And then you say, "We're going to take a break,"
right? Or just cut him off. Like, all right, we're going into commercial or some shit. Like he didn't just do it. He just didn't do it. He's not in agreement. Like, yeah, say that word. Yeah, you say that word. Like it was such a bad look. And again, when the clip starts, he's pounding his chest like a brotherhood. And I'm like, no, no. Bad look.
That dude sitting next to him also, none of us know who that dude is, by the way. I didn't take the time to look it up. But it totally looks like Conor McGregor. Just sitting next to him and just being like, whatever.
I've seen that guy a lot because I watch a lot of Bay Area baseball, so
I'm sorry.
It happens. I'm not saying I like the person or anything. I've just seen his face, many a time on the TV.
Well, give me the bar stool guy reading a teleprompter over this guy proud of where he went to watch the museum happen the other day with that level of ease. That guy's always dropping that word all the fucking time. Get him the fuck out of my life. I don't care who he is. I don't care if he's my mom.
Well, it's always been it's the Negro League. It's never ever been called the other word. It's always been called the Negro League.
Yeah.
The fact that he dropped it so easily and it was so fluent, and it's yeah, good job. He just did it.
And he was there that day. And it's
exactly. He was there 5 hours ago.
It really sank in. I really thought about it and had a moment and thought and prayed to my Jesus, and my lords were in my world. And thank God for them.
And the reason why there's Freudian slips is because it's in your vernacular already.
Hey, let's stop using that. Freud is about sex. That was about racism. Let's not use Freud anymore for that. That poor guy's had a whole bad rap. All he wants to do is fuck his mom, and that's fine if she's hot and stranger.
And he's on.
Otherwise, keep going.
She's going to do it. She's going to do it.
Nope.
I thought she was going to do it.
Oh, do it, Coley. Come on.
I thought she was going to do it because she had the little hiccup there.
That was close. Wait, somebody else snorted. That's a drink.
No, it was a slam down because that was a noise you heard.
Oh, okay. Are you guys still hearing me?
Yes.
Okay.
Barely. Have you snorted yet?
Was it still barely, or is it okay?
Well, you sound fine. You sound good.
Just checking.
I just love how Ron's camera's still up and he's not there. He's gone.
Well, I thought it was confirmed he's dead.
The ambulances are coming soon to take his body away. It's fine. Yeah.
He ate the molten hot lava Tostino's pizza rolls out of the oven. Now he's got to go to the hospital.
Here comes the meat
This
wagon.
is going to be played as
the meat wagon.
It's all of us in his last moments. Mm-hmm.
How sad for him, right?
Right.
I was
There it is.
I was surrounded by family and friends and these podcast assholes. Shit.
Yeah, we were there.
They were live streaming my death.
We totally would live stream Ron's death.
A totally comedic.
We would podcast around that event. I think he would be proud.
No
He's
one
always
are.
giving content to the very end.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's going off into ether, into the cloud with no editing because fuck, no one can edit this shit.
How do you do that?
Ron's got.
Be careful.
I heard that one too.
I hope you guys are listening because we just and I hope you guys hammer the over for Coley snorts because goddamn she did hammer the over on these snorts.
Snorts.
The snorts were Troy 5.5.
Yep.
You just nailed 3 in like last 2 minutes.
Okay, you guys.
Chips.
Hey,
I have
Rand
something
Matt's
else.
question: what's the best food that's stale?
Oh,
Bread.
best food. That's
What kind of bread, though?
Popcorn.
Yes.
It wasn't a yes/no question, but okay.
popcorn's a good one.
Popcorn bread.
Popcorn bread, is that a thing?
Bread made out of popcorn. That's stale.
Chicken.
No. No.
Oh, that's the wrong answer.
I like stale chicken.
Any kind of meat stale is not a good answer.
I was going to go with fish.
Yeah. Halibut.
Tilapia
Type of
specifically.
cracker. Sometimes they get like some wheat thins or.
I
some
was going to say Triscuits. I mean, not Triscuits.
Triscuit triangles, but also wheat thins. Like sometimes like,
Saltines.
or a tortilla chip. You know, because you use tortilla chips. It's just the vessel, right? It's the vessel for the guacamole, right?
Dungeness crab.
You've been muted. God damn it, Ron. Get on the podcast. Stop dying.
Come back from the dead, Ron.
You know, that's such a great take. Is the only stale food I like is Dungeness crab.
Specifically, crab legs. Maine lobster. Brown butter.
Lobster. Douse that in a bunch of hot butter.
Give me some stale Caesar salad.
Yeah, I did that today, actually.
Rancid anchovies. Mm.
Why is that not a bad take, though? It's not a bad take, actually.
Yeah, and the
That's
crayons
a
are
hor-
soggy, but you still
It's not.
eat
It's not as bad as Dungeness crab.
Hey, if it's soaking in butter the whole time, I'll eat it.
it.
Did you call it Indigenous crab?
I did.
Yeah, you
God
did.
damn it! I did
yeah.
call it.
No, that's like
It's called Native American.
crab.
Thank you for doing that.
Right?
That's when the Native Americans, introduced it to Christopher Columbus. This is Indigenous crab here.
You know what, Justin?
It needs to be in our history books. For sure.
Which Florida's burning, by the way.
So, I mean, we can rewrite it these days, so we might as well do that.
Let's just start a charter school, and then we can teach whatever history we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
the public will fund it.
It's
Apparently,
true.
I didn't know.
Don't you
that.
trust me?
Well, there's a lot to be said about that, right? At some point, if every charter school except mine is about America first, let's have the People's History of the World by Howard Zinsser charter school. Like,
Yeah,
let's do
I got
that.
I got that book.
We'll get the same money, and we'll get 5 kids because their parents are, they figured it out, and that's fine. But don't let your kids. The public school system will never let your kids be their best or their worst, right? But if your kids are bright and thoughtful or challenged and need help, that's where the public school can always be the best thing you could ever have. Always. And I will never stand down for public works and public schools and the Writers Guild. Shout out also. So I think that it's hard to live life isolated and rich. It's pretty easy to live a life poor and with community. That's the end of my rant. Thank you. I'll mute myself now.
Is that a haiku?
Yeah.
It was not. However, I do have a haiku.
Fuck yeah, lay it on us.
Well, I won't do the haiku I plan to do because it's probably it's a non sequitur in time. But let me do a baseball haiku for all of us, shall we?
Yeah, IQ corner.
So I'm not doing a haiku. Ron left. He must have his widow.
Yeah, he finally
cleaned out the
His
computer
dead
now,
hand spasm and cut the leave button. Apparently.
Yep. All right, here we have a baseball haiku based on season. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Rainy night. A hole in the radio where a ball game should be. So y'all ever go to listen to a baseball game and it's like it's rained out, they can't do it, whatever else, and it's like now we're back to Joe Rogan and or whatever. So that was a good one. I like that haiku. You guys didn't like that one?
No,
Coley,
I
you didn't
enjoyed
like
it.
that?
I
I get it now, and I like it. Yeah,
I saw contempt. I saw contempt in your eyes, Coley. Let's go. More advanced.
I was just trying to figure it out. I enjoyed it, but I was like deep kind of in like, first off, I'm high. Okay.
Rainy night. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. And I'm
You're
also
not that high because we've only seen you toke once. So get higher.
That's not true. And I'm also supplementing that with some beer.
Nice.
For a while now. So, but I was, even though it wasn't quick, I was still thinking about it and I was trying to figure it out, but I enjoyed it.
Shall we do another haiku?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Koji corner.
Haiku number 2. You ready?
Yes.
Rainy night.
That's the same thing.
A hole in the radio
It's the same thing.
where a ball game should be.
I was listening, Troy. It's the same haiku.
But is it clearer now
Nah,
to everyone?
It's the same.
Okay.
It's like, okay, there was like the TV was on
Ooh.
and it really doesn't have any meaning.
Hey, you're right. Moving on to the next haiku. Okay, next haiku.
You've been mute.
And you snorted both. We got a double drink there for sure. This next haiku relates back to Justin's snack attack or attack. How do you attack this? What's your bit there, Justin? How to attack
it?
Yeah. All right, you ready?
How do you want to attack it? How do you want to attack it?
This is a recap. No. All right, here we go. Box scores.
Oh.
The taste of a breakfast sausage.
You said breakfast
Yeah,
sausage
what?
after we like bagged on it for like 20 minutes.
So, but you're at kind of a breakfast and you have the newspaper and your hot coffee and your 4-top table and you read through it. Box
wrote
scores don't
this?
exist
George
anymore.
Will?
But that was
Did
also
George
a
Will
thing.
write that?
Yeah. What's that?
George Will wrote that, right?
I believe he did.
Well done, yikes. Very nice. Super impressed.
George, will you believe that?
Am I actually correct?
Well, he stole it from Ed Markowski, but yeah, he quoted it. So
Okay.
he gave him credit. It was fine.
Okay, but George Will was on whatever you're reading?
Yeah.
That is, I could just tell it was George Will by the way you were reading it.
So great.
Wow.
You, man.
Jesus Christ, I'm old.
No,
And also, I'm really good at reading.
You're still sharp. That's sharp right there.
Sharp.
Mhm.
Sharp as an axe.
Reader.
Sticky as a blade. Kicking ass, taking names.
I don't think we were done with that segment, were we?
What, this is a recap? No, because there's no sounders.
Well, the haiku. Are you done with haikus?
I can read a haiku all night. You guys have no idea how much I care about them.
Give me a non-baseball haiku.
Oh.
Ooh. All right. Can I do it one on the fly with my fingers? Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
I like to podcast. The folks I know kick ass. Yeah.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
He went to his other
Also, cheese.
Whoa.
Man, I'm kind of sorry I missed that. There's some like
No, you're not sorry.
Boom.
just
575.
to know,
Right
maybe
there.
like to have like been there in the moment because there is some serious backlash.
Boom.
Okay.
Nailed it.
He's been canceled.
No.
How about
He was
You're fired.
the cheese has molded?
Mm.
slow.
I'm trying. This is my first time.
So 575. Coley, get ready. We'll filibuster while you get your haiku ready.
Well, I need to go get another refreshment.
Well, that's why we're going to filibuster while you go get a refreshment and prepare for your
Yeah,
haiku.
the haiku.
Justin, could you have a haiku about family? That'd be great to hear. Like
It's five. It's you say it's 575, right?
575. Hi, I'm Justin. Yes. Also, my kids kick ass. Or kick ass. Yeah. Plus, life is rough here. Boom. Haiku for Justin.
I mean, you nailed it. I mean, other than the depression part, you nailed it.
I think Troy should just do a haiku about everyone. And
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have some friends. I only text in haiku. We only text back. That's all how we communicate is via text.
That's
It's always haiku.
so fucking like random. It's awesome though, but
Yeah.
so random.
It's so,
Also, it seems like it'd be hard to do if like it's a random topic. But hey, challenge yourself, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
challenge
like-
accepted. I can do anything.
Can
Yeah.
you write a
Chips.
haiku about how Ron has died?
Yeah.
do it. Let's hear it.
Ron has died tonight. That's 5. I thought he was gonna fill the rest in. I really did.
Well, I was working on my own. Yeah.
I really
We
thought. I thought you pick up.
Had a friend, Ron. He passed away today. Boo. Damn. Edits are hard.
I wanted to see his fucking eulogy at his funeral.
And like,
Lost
If
a
you were
friend,
Troy, that's what he says.
and like Troy is up there doing it with his finger count. at the same
I
time.
love it.
It's
Like,
like haiku and time zones, always with my fingers, right?
He passed away at 9, but it was also 8.
And 6 and 7 and 4.
Although he died, and that wasn't great. It'd be the only funeral people are laughing at while crying. Like,
That's the worst thing. Not to bring it down, but that's the worst thing I've ever done in terms of life and death was to give a English language eulogy at a Mexican funeral. And I was the only person speaking English the whole time. And it was horrible because no one wanted me there, but I was there because I was at the behest of the family. So 2 people wanted me there. but that was the absolute worst thing I've ever done in terms of bilingual or multi-language or anything else. It's like,
did the majority not understand you because you were talking in English, or were they?
No one understood me except the priest and the mom.
That is like, all right, I need a backstory now. Like, why were you of like the choice of the eulogy? That's so random.
Well, I was it was a work death that happened, right? And I was my coworker's, BFF, as it were, in terms of I liked the dude, he liked me, and also I was in the management chain of things, right? And so he passes, and I get one of my coworkers walks up and says, "Hey, so and so's mom contacted me. They want you to give a speech at his funeral." I'm like, what does that mean? A eulogy, a thing, or whatever else? Well, yeah, you should do that. And like the dude worked with us for 3 years, right? He had a whole life. He's like 40 years old when he passed. And I've got to try and figure out his whole life plus the time he spent with us in better words or less.
Eulogy, regardless of like the type of relationship, is a difficult thing anyway. Like across the spectrum, it just seems like a really difficult thing.
But the idea of being honored at that was so overwhelming. Like that was the thing. Like I could have said poopy pants. I love him, and that would have been the same difference.
Knew what you were saying,
because I went up there and did my best, and as the only Anglo that talked during the whole ceremony, I was like, oh, okay. Then I came home and drank an entire fifth of Tanqueray and was sick for 2 days.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Well, thank you. It's been a long time, been a minute, but he was the first person who passed with work actions, right? Like the direction of my organization directly led to this guy's dying, and that was hard. Because usually you're all, everyone has their own jobs, right? But if you made someone come into the restaurant and they fell into the bread maker, right? That would be a thing that you'd feel bad about. Or they came into the Old Navy jean shredder and fell in and died, or whatever case there might be. Is like I felt the weight of the family and my friend and the organization that paid me to be there. Right? It was like, ooh, more weed, love that giant propane tank.
Hey, someone's got to get high, man. Ron's not here, man. I got to keep up.
I'm so fucking mad my friend didn't get his goddamn connect. I'm so pissed off.
I can sense that in your message. Yeah, that's
I was so sad. And first of all, if I was like his manager, which I was at one point, I think. I don't know. But anyway, he left on his break, like his lunch break, and never came back. I was like, are you good? He's like, yeah. I'm like, did you get weed? No. I was like, are you coming back? He said, no. I'm like, all right, so you just dipped. And he was like, no, I did. And I was like, all right, well, he's like, I'll be back later. I'm like, I don't think you will be. Because like I talked to Jessica and I told her how I used to do that as an associate. And she said she wanted to fire me immediately. So I was like, I think you're fired at this point. And he's like, all right, they fired me. I was like, all right, cool. But I was like, I think you're fired now. Because you just can't go on lunch break and never come back. Because that's called job abandonment and you're fired.
Justin, because you asked the question, you asked, did you get my weed? So if he had gotten your weed, would you have given him a pass?
As manager, yeah. I'd be like, all right. He's dealing with it. He's dealing with stomach virus, whatever. I would have made some bullshit up. But as an associate,
okay.
That's some real honest podcasting right there. Yeah.
Look,
right?
Again, to go back to Count the Dings and the watch-alongs, we were watching Horror Bosses 2, I think it was a year ago. And what's his name from Ted Lasso's character? What the fuck is his name?
Olivia Munn.
Yes, Olivia Munn. Her husband, her ex-husband.
Who cares? Olivia Munn.
Anyway, he's hiring hot assistants to be
Olivia Wild.
whatever.
He's hiring hot
Wild
assistants. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna fuck this girl. And he's like, you can't fuck this girl.
All
'cause you're-
famous Livias are
Jason
famous. and pretty.
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis, yes. I was like, there you go. I was like, yes, I absolutely. When I first became in charge of hiring, I was hiring girls because I was trying to sleep with them.
Yikes,
Like,
you're
that's the
amazing. I love your
absolute reason
reactions.
why.
Now that's some honest shit right there.
The very first girl I hired never came back. I was like, all right, you're. It was literally the shortest interview I ever gave. I was like, all right, this is you. This is your name. All right, you're hired. I was like, all right. I was like, I want you here now.
Cash, are you changing your TV station or you're like watching an iPad? What with your fancy sunglasses on? I can't tell what you're up to.
I don't even know. No, I was I got sent the message, and so I had to look at it.
Oh, sure, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Is it from the dead?
I have a story that reminded me of something. Like right before the pandemic hit, I worked at Lowe's.
What, in 2004?
Yeah, be specific.
Anybody have a sounder for that? Okay.
Oh, Ron did, but he died, so no.
Right, Hash, you got to get like you need to get like loaded up. Like
I'll just do vocals.
help me out here. Anything.
Okay.
Recap.
Give me something right now.
Bum, 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 bum.
Meow.
Thank you.
Girl destroy kid.
But there was this kid that I worked with there that
Well, it's for getting hammered.
he quit in the middle of his shift, like one day. And everybody was like, yo, is that dude okay? We were all concerned about him. Like, we didn't hear anything about it. And the dude just showed up 2 weeks later at work and clocked in and worked a fucking shift. And I think that is one of the most amazing things I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
So he knew his schedule? Like,
That's fan-fucking-tastic, yikes. It's amazing.
They never fired him. It was like pandemic. Everybody's like scrambling to figure out what the hell's
moved
going
my
on.
stapler.
Thank you for showing up.
That
Please.
dude was way ahead of the curve. Like,
That's
if I would've thought of that-
amazing.
Love
Oh
it.
my God.
Mhm. So how long did he go for before he didn't show up again?
Pardon me?
How long did he go for before he didn't show up again?
I mean, it was like, like after he showed up again at the end?
Yeah. Like, well, how long,
long
did
did he stay?
How long did he work? Before
How much Chewbacca did you have back in your life? Yeah. Terrible question, Coley.
He went away for 2 weeks, showed up, clocked in for like a week and a half, and then we never saw him again. But like, yeah, I don't know how you keep your job. It's just amazing. Salute
Like,
to that guy.
I had an associate, no lie. I worked on a mall, and they were finding a parking spot, right? They gave me a call. I was like, all right, I'm being a little late. I'm finding a parking spot. All right, cool. 2 minutes later, coming again, like, I think I'm done here. I can't find a parking spot. I'm like, this is your like
Yeah,
way
quit
of
fucking,
like
that's
quitting
amazing.
is you can't find a parking spot? Like, yeah, I was like, you work in a mall. It's Saturday night. What did you expect was going to happen? You would go to the mall on a Saturday night. But my favorite thing, though, I get a request off, right? I was like, all right, cool.
Recap?
You know, I get a request off. Like, all right, cool. You get a request off. The reason why they requested off was they were getting shit done.
Holy shit.
Someone
Coley
had
left
to.
too. God damn. You guys are running everybody off.
I was like, all right, cool. Surprisingly, it didn't last another week. I was like,
All right, we need to make it. Oh, there she's back. Good. I was going to say, we have to institute a new rule. If you're going to bail, you got to fucking say something. You can't just fucking leave.
she said 1 minute. She said she'd be back in 1 minute. Apparently, it was 1 second, but she said she was immediately back.
I did. I raised my finger up and I was
I
like,
saw you, Coley. I saw you, Coley.
I couldn't see it over Justin's talking. Sorry. Let's
I was
fix
trying
that.
to
There.
because like there's a green
Done.
light and a red light on my webcam, and I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. So I was
We can
like,
hear
let
you.
me say some shit.
Say some shit, Coley. Say it. Say your shit. All of it.
I'm just resetting. You know, if all else fails, turn it off.
Also, Coley, I have a question for you. You were throwing out some Southern accent there, And Illinois / Missouri / Arizona ain't West Virginia or Virginia. Where the fuck did you get that accent? Is that a high accent you use, or is that like a boyfriend, family, high school thing you do, or what?
I have an accent? What are you talking about?
You're going all Southern on us there for a minute. What? You all heard it, right?
I heard it.
Yeah, come on, Yikes. Say it out loud.
Yeah, I heard
it's
it.
an audio format. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so I grew up in central Illinois. I didn't grow up in southern Illinois. Like I was, I don't know, 2.5 hours from Chicago, but I was like 3.5 hours from St. Louis.
So you grew up in Iowa then. Nice.
Kind of. I was about 45 minutes from that. From the Mississippi. Yeah.
Shout out to big states because it's 4 hours across Idaho on the south side. If you don't stop and you go 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The states out here are stupid. Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. Also, we hit everyone. So let's make sure we make it as restrictive and terrible as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Yay, government.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want the government in my life. I want them to just govern me.
I'd like to be govern the shit out of me, governor.
Just give me your best governed, okay?
Good morning, governor.
Throttle me, governor.
Hello, governor.
Wow.
That was pretty not so bad, right? Yeah.
Yikes.
I do want to say one thing from earlier when we were talking about like people like with their imitations and their accents.
Should we mute it or no?
No, there was just
I want to hear it.
There was a moment, Troy, where you launched
Hands up, Troy. Do it.
to Hash's New York City accent for probably 8 seconds and bailed. You were we can go back and listen to it, but you were doing Hash for a minute and then realized it and then backed out.
Couple Marlon Brando's cutting it up.
Hash, what do you always have in your hand? You have like a stress ball all the time.
Or
It's a
lighter.
baseball. Oh, it's a baseball. It's not a stress ball. I have a stress baseball though. Look.
Oh, very nice. One's squishy, one's not. Yes.
One's happy, one's sad.
I like it. Like it's a nice little thing to grab a hold on. I like it.
Oh.
I'm drunk, by the way.
No.
The last pod that I listened to when Hatch, your buddy Rob was on from Nostalgia Pit that you guys do. You know that guy.
Massage pit.
The massage pit. That's a different
The
podcast.
massage pit.
Coming out soon. Nostalgia
I can't
Pit after
remember
dark.
what I was going to say now. I forgot.
Oh no, it's not a good resort. The massage pit. Is that where Troy goes with the fancy Amos? Is the massage pit?
Can you please voice the intro to Nostalgia Pit with that
Massage
pit instead? Please.
The intersection of lotion and no, I can't. Tried but I do love a good Nostalgia Pit intro. Place a marker now that I have nothing interesting to say, and also I'm boring, and also if I can't mute the podcast, I won't have any contributions. So just fire me
This
now.
is my life. I mute. This is my job.
So I was shoveling coal as a 3-year-old in a small place. And then I discovered the mute button. And I said, "Dear Jeebus, let me have the mute button just for me."
Baby Jesus.
And I muted everyone for the next 12 years. And it was glorious. And then I rode the escalator to hell with Tom and Jerry, which is the worst cartoon hell ever. We've talked about this before, right?
I love Tom and Jerry.
The worst cartoon ever was when Tom goes to hell and Jerry goes to heaven.
I thought you were going to say that it's the worst cartoon ever. I'm like, there's way worse cartoons than Tom and Jerry. But cartoon hell, you might have something there.
I don't know. I mean, if you put yourself in 1972 Troy, it might be a different thing, right?
I don't want to do that. I don't want to put myself in 1970. I don't want to put myself in 2023 Troy, but
Well, you have better hair.
I mean, your hair is fucking glorious.
It's stupid and also easy and dumb. And people, I was at work yesterday and someone asked me, someone who works for me said, "Hey, do you have any hair product tips?" Like, are you serious? No, you get your hair cut, don't have split ends, add nutrients.
How long has your hair been white, though?
Since I was 19.
Is that serious? Because my dad had gray hair at 16, so I was just
19. 19, I turned gray. Yeah.
Okay.
I used to have red hair.
Yeah, my dad had gray hair at 16, so I was just wondering,
Yeah, it went from reddish brown to grayish red to gray to white. So yeah, since 19. Yeah.
Great.
Good talk.
Yeah. Well, good talk. Thanks, Justin.
I'm super high, you guys.
We'll get higher, Coley.
Okay.
Coming on around and come and get higher. You're my friend. Do your thing. Well,
there's Hash, you make a point. Like, I don't know how I'm kind of like mixed between the feelings of being high. Like, smoking is definitely a different high than edibles. Like, when you're on an edible, it lasts a long time, and it's a trip essentially because
Cole likes to smoke, so let's encourage her to smoke more. That's what matters tonight.
When the first night I was in New York with my buddies, I did a half of a gummy, which was 100 milligrams a piece. I did 50 milligrams, and it was one of the most fucked up. That's when he's like, you did a half a gummy. Like, that's the half a gummy I had was 50 milligrams.
Oh my God! Did you hallucinate?
I was so beyond fucked up that I just kept on saying it to my friends. Like, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. Like, that's all I kept on doing because I was like, I didn't want to take a step in the street. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And then my buddy the next day came because I came a day early, and my buddy he pulled the 10 milligrams out. I was like, "This is the high I want to be at. Is 10 milligrams. 50? No, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be at 50 milligrams. 10 milligrams, I'm good to go. But 50 was a whole new ball games.
Yeah, all I wanted to do was go to sleep so I could stop thinking and stop like seeing what I was seeing. But the shit wouldn't let me even go to sleep. I was forced to experience it. And I was like,
oh yeah,
I just want to go sleep, man. No, you must hallucinate.
But the smoking definitely adds a definite element. Like, it's like you get that instant high. First of all, it's way more instantaneous in an edible, and there's definitely a come down. But like, if you have enough edible, it's lasting, and it's like, all right, when am I coming down? What's going on here?
I think Hash and I might be similar on this. I don't want to speak for him, but I think the whole idea of edibles that were such a trip for me when they
time for a pee break.
Oh
you just came back from pee break.
Oh, poor guy. He had something on his mind he wanted to tell us.
Keep talking, Yikes. You're good. Keep talking.
I
don't need Troy for this.
So what I was saying is that basically, like, you can regulate yourself more on smoking.
For sure. 100% agree.
And there's like truly, like, I have people of like all the time ask me like, "You're still smoking flower?" And I'm like, you kind of develop like your own, I don't know, it's like your own art form out. I don't want to define it that way. You have your own like tendencies where you know how high you are.
How you attack it.
Gonna get. There's never any like weird ground where you're like, you're not like wandering around in the park like confused because like, anyway.
That would be bad. Yeah.
But I've had those experiences on edibles and definitely on mushrooms and
but mushrooms are great. I mean,
they're great. But like what you said earlier, like who goes outside of the house, and some of us do, and sometimes it gets fucking weird.
if we all get together, I want to do mushrooms with you guys, but I don't want to do mushrooms by myself. I want to do mushrooms like whenever we have a OSC podcast group together, I'll do mushrooms. But other than that, I don't want to do it.
What an incredible overload that would be that we all get together for the first time. I've met Hash once, but we all get together the first night.
And we
all do shrooms. I'm doing it.
Mushrooms?
This
Yeah,
is a
like
spiritual bonding experience.
I will not even hesitate for a second. Whoever, I'm gonna go with Hashy has the bag in the situation. Hashy has the bag. I'm grabbing it out of Hashy's bag. I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing it.
Yeah, but Justin, you're only eating one mushroom. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now.
I understand that level of it, but like I don't. I've heard that. I heard if you're alone, it's so much worse. So I want to be in a group of friends and do this collectively.
You want to do
mushrooms can be fun by yourself,
friends.
But it can be, but I don't recommend it, especially for someone who's not an experienced.
That's what I'm saying. I want to be. I want to be in the presence of experienced fellows or ladies, and just do the one. Just do the tripping, and we all hold hands, or whatever happens to be the case. Because like you said, you want to hold a rock. You said earlier you're going to hold a rock. Whoever's going to be a rock, I'm going to find the rock because I know I'll trip balls. I know I will.
The first time I did mushrooms, we all went camping. So that's exactly.
That sounds amazing. I want to go under the stars.
Yeah.
Look at fucking stars when I'm tripping bars.
Yeah. And it's like camping in Illinois, which is really different than camping in Arizona. So there's it's very grassy and woodsy and lakey. And so you have everything and a bonfire that you make. And that's the part that kind of got out of control is we were burning everything. Okay, we're whatever we could throw on there, but I never exactly. There was one out of 20 of us. So, but I never laughed so hard that the next morning my ribs hurt because I was laughing so much. I couldn't stop laughing.
Those are the best kinds of laughs. And speaking of laughing, sex talking yogurt enemas just dropped on my feed over here. So shout out to Hashy over here.
Oh, wow. Live on the air.
Enema. Did you get that on goop.com?
Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow told me about yogurt enemas. She said you have to use a honey-scented but not flavored Greek yogurt that's actually made in the Adirondacks. It's very interesting, and it's made, from Filipino migrant workers. But they are compensated fairly. We are assured. So
at $3.75 an hour.
Health insurance, yeah, for sure.
Adirondack chairs, highly underrated. They're amazing chairs.
They're pretty good.
I don't know if they're underrated. I think they're rated.
Overrated.
Overrated?
Oh, Troy coming in.
Wait.
Totally overrated.
Overrated? Have you ever sat by a bonfire in an Adirondack? It's
Have you ever tried to get out of an Adirondack chair after drinking for 12 hours? You can't get your ass out of them. They're too low to the ground.
All right. Troy makes a good point. He makes a very good point.
It's too chill.
You gotta fall asleep in there. You got to call it a day and fall asleep in there. It's a good point.
So basically what Troy is saying is anytime he's out at the beach or something or relaxing, he's going to be too fucked up that he can't sit in the Adirondack chair because he knows he's not going to get out of it. Yep. So that's why he booked it all together.
Well, you get buried in sand if you do. If you stay there, they bury you in sand. Hey, look, it's a whale. Is it whales or the whale or yeah? Don't keep up. It's terrible. It's hideous.
Obi,
that's a trap.
All right, we never got much of Hash's input on edibles and all that stuff. We kind of steamrolled Hashy over here.
Oh, well, edibles these days are not nearly as scary. But back in the day when we were when it was black market everything, people were just making brownies. You didn't know how strong shit was, and so you could get mega dosed on accident, just eating a quarter or a bite of a cookie or something like that. And so, a lot of bad experiences. Personally, I like my trip to come to a conclusion pretty quickly. That's why I don't do mushrooms anymore. Definitely won't do acid
That's a
ever
long
again.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's why, 2 hours at most for my high.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to come back into control, like at a little bit of a normal rate than just like being gone for like 6 hours.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should do DMT whenever you can, if it is the purest form.
So I learned about like stevia or stevia or whatever it's called.
Steve Austin.
No, but
Didn't
like
you
no,
do this the last
Super
podcast?
aggressive stevia.
Yeah,
I think you mean salvia.
salvia. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
It
but there's like was it salvia? Is that more of a body high or a head high?
Dude, salvia is the most fucked up thing ever. It is an all-encompassing high.
It's more of a perineum high.
It's
but there's edibles that you can have that has that shit, right?
no salvia edibles. No.
All right,
No.
but I'm sorry, maybe it's not salvia, but there's two kinds of edibles that have different kinds of like THC in it. That is one's more of a
CBD.
head high.
Well, there's CBD edibles.
Well,
you're
yes,
talking
but yeah, I understand it. But like, there's like I think it's called stevia. It's like a more of a body high with stevia versus.
Well, stevia is a
Sativa?
fake
Yes, I know it's a I know it's a sweetener, but there's a I was in a bodega and it was like, all right, we're doing.
If they're selling you brownies with stevia, dog, you're getting ripped off.
No, it's God damn it! I'm look it up. I'm look it up. For sure. I'm looking it up. It's not. I again, when I went to this bodega, I was already high, so I don't remember the full compass of what we were going through. So talk among yourself while I discover what I was talking about.
I heard a snort, and also
Barbara Streisand and her nails in printed tights. Discuss.
her nails were not good. No one liked her nails in Prince of Tides. Also, Civil
They
War
were like
was neither
butter.
civil nor a war. Discuss.
They were like butter, I tell you.
I tell you, it's like butter. Butter through the winds of time. We are a sorry lot of human beings.
Justin,
It's-
did you figure it out yet?
Nope, he's
It's
working
been
on it.
like 10 seconds. Calm down over there.
Jesus, Coley, calm the fuck down.
I'm on my third search.
Yeah, you got to mute. Sorry, you got to.
Your third surge? You found a case of Surge Cola?
Surges?
Sativa is the word I was looking for. Sativa.
Stevia
That's
is
what
way
I
better.
said.
Yeah.
Sativa.
I
I had that, dudes. Like way back. That was the whole. I thought that was the bit.
no, it wasn't a bit. I was
It was a bit. I didn't
couldn't
know the
figure it out 'cause
answer.
I can-
Oh my god! I thought this was a bit the whole time.
All right.
No. So,
But
Justin, give us the word for the opposite of stevia.
I don't know.
Like,
I was trying to ask Hashy. What's because like there's a head
Sure,
high,
Ken.
there's a body
knows.
hie.
I guarantee you Hash knows. He knows.
That's what I was getting. I was trying. I knew the sativa. I couldn't remember what it was, but what is sativa? Is it a head high or is it more of a body high? That's what I was trying to
Put it
get
in your
at.
coffee.
That's more of a body high, right? Though it's more of a body high.
Ooh. Hold on.
Someone answer my question. Is it more of a body high or head high?
It's more of a head high.
Okay, so what's the opposite
Swear to
then?
God.
What's the body high? Hashy. God damn it! Stop laughing at me.
Indica.
I'm being serious.
Oh, true. Oh, yikes. You told him.
Okay.
I mean, I almost threw up. I was laughing so hard. Like honestly, that was incredible,
I'm a novice at this shit. God damn it! I'm a novice.
dude. It's totally cool. It's so awesome and funny and like Troy called. We had a sativa bit.
Okay,
Troy. So
again though, Hashy, what's the opposite of sativa? If sativa's more of a head high, what's the body high?
indica.
Okay, thank you. That's how I couldn't think of another word. Thank you. Yikes, for taking this fucking seriously. I was trying to learn some shit here.
I finally gave in and told him.
Thank you. I couldn't remember the fucking name.